Welcome back, everyone. I'm continuing my Week 5 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the St. Louis Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game will take place in Philadelphia, who comes in with a record of 3-1, coming off their first loss of the year last week to San Francisco, in a game where Nick Foles was definitely not at his best. As a matter of fact, outside of the Washington game where he played really well, Nick Foles has been sort of up and down all season, has yet to get consistent. I think that's because largely of a offensive line that's been in a state of flux, and also LaShawn McCoy not being able to get the running game going in front of him. So, I look for in the coming weeks for that offense to develop a rhythm. But one good thing I think has come from this is they've depended a little more on their defense than they probably thought here the first quarter of the season. I think that'll serve them well as the season goes on. But look in this game for both Foles and LaShawn McCoy to get some consistency going early. And I only say that because the Rams have let up 155 yards a game on the ground, and they've only sacked the opposing quarterback once this season. So when you talk about a defensive line, does Chris Long mean that much? Chris Long obviously out with an injury. Does he mean that much, or are the rest of these guys on this defensive line sort of underachieving at this point? This is a Rams team that seems like every year they're the young team that's going to surprise people, but they never do. And I know a lot of that has to do with the fact that they've never been consistent at the quarterback position, but let's not make it sound like their defense goes out there every year and is in the top 5 in the league. Okay, this is a defense that I think needs a big performance today, obviously, to keep up with the Eagles in Philadelphia. Because the question I have is, and I think Austin Davis has been better this year than people might have thought. Okay, and I thought Kellen Clemens last year played better than people might have thought in replace of Bradford. But in these games where they're playing an offense, okay, that you figure is going to score in the 24 to 30 point range at minimum against that defense, can Austin Davis keep up? Can Zach Stacy in the running game get going enough to limit the possessions of the Eagles? One of those two is going to have to happen in a big way, and obviously they need to get better at getting after the opposing team's quarterback, like I said before, because it's been shown if you can get after Nick Foles, you can force him into some turnovers. He already has a significant amount more turnovers this year than he had all of last season, and that's all coming from the fact that his offensive line, one of the best in football last year, has been in a state of flux. So can the Rams take advantage of that is going to be a big determining factor in this game. I like Philadelphia in this one because, look, Chip Kelly, they're 3-1, all right, but they haven't got there in textbook fashion. They're coming off a loss, so Chip Kelly will be able to get their attention. They have an inferior opponent coming in, but I don't think they let down. I like Philadelphia -6.5 to take care of the Rams this week at home. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. Be sure to subscribe. I preview every game every week, always talking about the NFL. Thanks for all of you who have subscribed, and we'll see you on my recaps.